Welcome everyone to a brief video on the handbook series that we have within Affinia, particularly the advice handbook. So those of you that haven't been on the website, if you click on the handbook section, then you will find yourself on this screen. And basically the purpose around the advice handbook is to help us have a reference point as reflection for our legal obligations under FOFA, to introduce the most recent legislative changes, practical guidance to the best interest duty and how to apply that and achieve that for our clients, and a step-by-step advice process supported by all of our business guidelines, policies and procedures. So if we scroll down to the bottom of this page, we can see that we've got all of our handbooks here. So the advice handbook, the monitoring and supervision, our business coaching handbook, the Our Obligation ebook, and our advice strategy matrix, and of course the compliance manual. So for the purposes of this video, let's click into the advice handbook. As you can see, the first part of the advice handbook is the advice process. So what we're going to do is we're not going to go into a lot of detail today, but what we're going to do is scroll down to the bottom of this page, and you can see how you can easily access just the areas that you need to access. So we start with the Affinia framework. So this is our application of the best interest duty, record keeping policies, and most importantly, our Affinia ethical framework. Then we move on to stage one of the advice process, which is client engagement. So it's looking about how we engage with our clients so we can make sure that we are all aware of our roles and responsibilities as advisor, planner, and client. We then move into section two, which is discovery. So this is looking at understanding needs, goals and objectives for our clients and how do we practically apply them and develop strategies, which we can see there in stage three. We're going to jump into stage three very quickly here, just so we can have a look at some of the infrastructure that sits behind the advice handbook. So as you can see, we've got a documented process of what to do, how to do it, and how to apply it. And importantly, what we've done at every section of the advice handbook where it's relevant, we've built in the ASIC 515 considerations. So those of you will know that this was a report brought out by ASIC in March of 2017, which gives us a very prescriptive guideline of what the regulator expects in the advice process and also the outcome of the advice. So it's important that we road test the work that we're doing against what the regulator's thinking as well. So if we scroll to the end of this section, you'll find there's a tab there for documents and links. So if we open this up, as it is at the end of every chapter of the advice handbook, here's a list of all the things that can help you in developing strategies. So everything from our approved product list, our SMSF advice procedure, estate planning, gearing, insurance, our strategy text, strategy flyers for superannuation and non-superannuation advice, and also direct links back to the compliance and operations manual as well. So if we go back to where we started, to the main menu, after strategy development, we have presenting our advice, then implementing our advice, and then the last part is review. It's a very, very comprehensive roadmap to help us make sure that we give the best possible advice to our clients and we build our reputation as a true profession in the eyes of the Australian consumer. Really hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll speak soon.